Lecture 7, Patents. The first thing I want to say is I am not a patent lawyer, but I have contributed to patents and I've worked with many innovators who are developing patents. These are critically important for a whole host of reasons, but there are some important and common misconceptions that you have to understand. What I often hear from new entrepreneurs is, I want a patent, so I ask them why. What they usually tell me is, with a patent, no one can copy me. It will increase the value of my company. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Hire a patent lawyer and start writing. And they say they are bulletproof. Once I have a patent, I can sleep well at night. What I tell entrepreneurs is, if your idea is any good, someone is going to copy you. And if you have a patent, you're going to reveal to them the exact details of your invention, design, formulation, etc. In other words, you're going to give them the recipe to your secret sauce. The fact is, if you are copied, you have to sue the infringer. This litigation is extremely expensive. One company I worked with spent over $14 million beating back infringers on their patents, and then they gave up. Will a patent increase the value of your company? Absolutely, if the patent carves out a meaningful space and is difficult to work around. When I was a scientist in a large corporation, my boss would walk into my lab, throw a patent on my desk and say, "You have 2 weeks to break this patent." Sometimes they were extremely difficult to break. These patents were hugely valuable. In some cases, they were a piece of cake to break. These kinds of patents may have very little true commercial value. If your perception is that getting a patent is easy, I need to set the record straight. They can take many years and involve many dollars to develop. Before you start down this path, make sure you have the budget and the stamina for it. If your perception is that your patent is bulletproof, I will remind you that there are lots of smart people in this world. It's almost impossible to know that technology is being developed all over the world. The pace of innovation is frenetic, and your technology could be under development on any corner of the planet. Sometimes the biggest issue is finding all of what the lawyers call the prior art. Any and all publications that could have disclosed what you are trying to patent. In one patent that I worked on, it took 2 years of searching the scientific literature, and we kept finding new relevant art that we thought the patent office might use against us. Remember, to achieve a patent, your idea needs to be new and not obvious. Those can be hurdles difficult to make. If you are contemplating a patent, find a patent lawyer with subject matter expertise. Like in every other profession, there are specialists, like in certain areas of chemistry, devices, electronics, foods and beverages, etc. Be keenly aware of the budget, the costs to prepare a patent, and any ongoing work that's going to be required. Get to know the prior art yourself. Read the patents and the prior publications that are relevant. And keep a keen eye on what your competitors are doing. Sometimes you'll get a hint of this in business publications. If they are publicly traded, look at their annual reports. And of course, look in the patent and scientific literature. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for my next lecture on handling complaints from users and customers.